So sector investing sounds pretty good. You pick a sector that's outperforming, or maybe you take a chance on an underperformer. What are some of the underperformers and outperformers right now in the sector spiders?
Well, for years, the healthcare spider, XLV, had just kind of languished along, and just recently, within the last month, they really started to surge ahead. I think investors are on the edge of starting to reevaluate now why these companies that normally trade at a premium to the market are all of a sudden selling at a discount. There's a lot of value there, I think.
So now, XLV, you're talking about what, health insurance companies, Pfizer's, Merck's, stuff like that?
It's about two-thirds the big pharma, and the rest is services and medical equipment.
So this guy's been an underperformer. What makes you think it's going to have a little get up and go in the next 12 to 24 months?
Well, it's been a little bit less growthy than it has been in the past, and I think that's why investors haven't been looking at it recently. But I think what changes now is that biotech profits are really soaring right now, and it's become large enough and profitable enough to be a driver for the rest of the sector.
So biotech companies have been growing and getting more valuable market value-wise, and they're a bigger component now of this, and they're going to help push it higher?
Yes, you used to, when you bought a biotech company, you used to be investing in a product with little revenue and certainly no profits, but now that has changed. Biotechs are profitable and have large sales, and it's growing at 20% per year. That can change things for the larger sector.
You wouldn't have been too unhappy if you bought the SPY last September and hung on to it until now. Is there any opportunity, though, besides the XLV that you think, can you ride energy higher? What does your research tell you?
Well, one of the things we do like is XLE, the energy sector spider, and that's because analysts are still behind the ball in raising their forecasts. And yet you see the sector is still trading at quite reasonable valuation multiples, and not relative to peak earnings, but relative to cycle average earnings. So there's still a lot of value left in that sector, I think.
And just to back up and understand, why would you look at the analyst revisions? Is that one of the things you consider when you talk about ETFs?
Yeah, estimate revisions are one of the most powerful indicators of stock price performance. And recently, the earnings revisions for the sector have been very positive and getting more positive.
So how do you pick your ETFs overall? Just a factor, a formula?
It really all boils down to fundamentals. What are valuations? What is profit growth? The same way that you would analyze a single stock, you can know those things for an ETF.